Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another awesome, wonderful vid. In this one, I'm going to basically be doing a follow-up to my previous video where I talked about the high-res audio challenge. Um, if you haven't watched that video yet, do yourself a favor, watch it first, because if you don't, this isn't going to make very much sense. I'll go ahead and link it in the video description below. That being said, let's go ahead and just kind of dive right into this. Now, once you sign up for the challenge and you download the files, you don't know which files are the high res and which ones aren't. Because if you did know which ones they were, you would hear the differences between the high res and the non-high res one, because placebo is real, right? It's very strong. It's a very human reaction. You're going to just hear, because anytime I have done non-blind tests in the past, whether between high res and non-high res, or 320 kilobit MP3 and lossless, I hear differences between them when it's not blind. But as soon as it's blind, that's it. The differences go away, which tells me that it's a placebo effect, right? Because I've tested myself on this stuff multiple times. So that's the whole reason you don't know which is which. So, even if you get your ABX test results correct, that does not mean that you identified the high-res file. All it means is you merely were able to basically have a preference between the two files and then successfully match up the blind aspect with whichever one your preference was, right? And whichever one your preference was, again, does not necessarily correlate to if it was high res or not, because you have no idea if it was or not. So just because you get it right doesn't mean it's high res. And lastly, I'm going to just go ahead and go over my results a little bit. That way you can see kind of a little bit the inconsistencies here, right? So we'll just look here at the first track here, which was called, BMS. For that one, I have a few. Well, first of all, I guess I'll explain the spreadsheet. It's pretty simplistic. We just have 3 columns: track name, basically my results listening to speaker, and my results listening to headphone, right? So for the first track, BMS, personally, I preferred B for whatever reason. And listening to speakers, I was not able to get the, match up to figure out if I truly preferred B or not. I got that wrong, but with headphones, I got it right. Okay, so, but if we look at the next track, BSTJ, with speakers, I preferred A, thought it sounded better, and I got that right with the ABX test. But on B, with headphones, I got it wrong, but I thought I preferred B. And we get this a lot if we look at speaker and headphones, right? For speaker, we had B on this one, A, B, A, B. So basically, on a lot of these, I did not think the same track sounded better. Regardless if I listened on speakers or headphones, I would contradict myself, obviously, on a lot of these. So, how did I choose which results to submit to the challenge? Well, it would depend, right? On this one, for example, the first track was easy because I preferred B on both, right? So I chose B, okay? Because that was my preference. So for the second track, for headphones, I chose B, and for speakers, I chose A. But on speakers, I got the ABX right, and on headphones, I got it wrong. So for that one, I was like, well, I'm going to choose A because I got the ABX right. So that was kind of an easy choice, right? Now, what if, like on this one, I got it wrong on both? For this track, I got the ABX wrong for A, and the ABX wrong for B, right? So how did I choose which one to submit for that one? Well, I chose B because that's the one I chose on the headphones. And the reason I chose that one is because overall I got more right with the headphones than with the speakers. So I got like, let's see, we'll do a quick count here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got 13 right with the headphones. On speakers, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 right with the speakers. So obviously I got a higher percentage of them correct with the headphones. So that's why, because I got more over right with the headphones than I did with the speakers. Now, does this mean anything? No, not really. By itself, this data means almost nothing. But part of the aggregate whole, as I submitted my results, will contribute to this, and the results will be published. Now, you won't know the results right when you submit your responses. It's not like it tells you which was the high-res one right afterwards. You're going to have to wait a few months while the data is being submitted and collated and analyzed and all that stuff. So, patience will be a virtue in this if you do decide to participate. That being said, I will link to the challenge in the video description below as well. And that's pretty much it. I hope this explained this a little bit better than my last video, because there were a few questions in the comments. People were a little bit unclear. So I just wanted to clarify. That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. Live long and prosper.